Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. I have something interesting from David Ndii.
I think what you're trying to do is I think we need to sober up.
Is your message being heard in government? Because I'll tell you this. In August last year, President William Ruto, then candidate Ruto, met think tanks and economists. They warned him that unless we reschedule our debts or restructure them or something of the sort, or unless we reduce high government spending, then some of the things that have been seen over the last 1 week or so will be seen.
Before we start talking about that analysis, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to kindly encourage you to take one of your second and like this video. Take also one of your second, perhaps if you're not subscribed, and subscribe to this channel. And to those who subscribed and liked our video before, thanks so much for always supporting our channel. Now, David Ndii went public and made some shocking revelations on how the government took loans to service loans, took loans to extend loans. This is a revelation by the economist David Ndii. So there is 631 billion which appears to have been spent in 3 months, according to David Ndii. And David Ndii being the economic advisor of William Ruto's government cannot tell a lie here. So before we talk about this story by David Ndii, I want to share this picture. Just check this picture well. That is a picture of someone who appears to be the face is facing on the opposite direction, but the legs are pointing to the opposite direction. So this person, if he is to walk, how will this person walk? Atakuwa anatembea akienda nyuma ama akienda mbele? You see, there's a reason why I've shared that picture. And they say that pictures don't lie. So that picture, in this context of what David Ndii is talking about, government taking loans to service loans, it is akin to that picture. UDA people, this government, when they took over, in fact, before they took over, they denounced the issue of loans. That is something that you're very much aware of. So David Ndii took to his X account to explain how William Ruto spent 631 billion that he had secured as a loan from foreign lending countries in the last 3 months. In his X account, Ndii has given a breakdown of how the total money was put into work in various sectors of the economy. So the head of state was put on the spot for securing 233 billion through the Eurobond and securing another 240 billion through issuing infrastructure bonds. Ndii revealed that 230 billion received through the issuance of the new Eurobond went into buying back part of the 310 billion Eurobond maturing in June. Ndii also revealed that 65 billion was used in repaying part of the loan that was secured to help in the construction of the standard gauge railway, with another 65 billion pending repayment in July this year. Kenyans, according to these revelations, were not happy about the reliance on debt to finance budgetary requirements, a deviation from the campaign message presented by William Ruto's government. Ladies and gentlemen, that statement leads us to this question. Did UDA not get it right when they were campaigning? Is it that when they were fighting Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta over loans, maybe they didn't understand how the government operations are run? Could it be that that is the case? The reason why they fought Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and made Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta become a laughingstock and cause political tension in the country by saying that Uhuru was taking a lot of loans. This revelation by David Ndii is a deviation from the campaign promise not to overly rely on the government's borrowing or the expenditure on loans. David Ndii is an economic advisor in William Ruto's government. I started off by saying that when I was introducing this analysis. I need not to introduce it anymore. But David Ndii is a person who is in charge of numbers in William Ruto's government. He is in charge of numbers. He makes projections, advises William Ruto on what's to be done, how to spend this, how to take this. So he's always controversial because sometimes he talks about the government's over expenditure. There's a time he went public and said that the government is spending more than it can get from the taxes. So that is one of the reasons why the government will find itself borrowing more. Because if the government is spending more than what it can get from the taxes, that would mean the government maybe now will be forced to get more loans to sustain the appetite it has on the expenditure. So I think this revelation here exposes William Ruto because now, going forward, that would mean more loans will have to be taken. Because in this revelation, they're taking a loan to extend a loan or to service a loan, and this is indeed going to put more pressure on the people, because now how do the government pay loans? The government gets money from taxes. That is why you find that now there are so many people who have been subjected to e-teams. I understand their gadgets. In fact, there's an Android gadget which has been introduced for each and every person who cannot access internet, don't have a computer in place. They can still use the Android version to be able to, pay taxes. There's an Android app. There is a USSD for mama mbogas, the small retailers, people who sell, the hawkers. The hawkers can literally use the USSD to perform their own sales. So all these are meant to make sure that they collect more taxes. They maximize on collection of taxes. These are all to be able to meet the appetite they have on expenditure. Because David Ndii already said that the government is spending more. And looks like he was saying that he had advised them to cut on the expenditure, but the government is still spending more. So if the government is spending more, that would mean the government will have to look for more money to be able to sustain its appetite in terms of expenditure. So that's what we are seeing, ladies and gentlemen, in this whole drama over expenditure. So Ndii reveals that 631 billion was spent in 3 months. And it's money gotten from loans from foreign lending countries. And it is in 3 months. There's a time, I think 2 days ago, I saw an article on IMF. IMF had already given William Ruto again another loan, So I don't know whether Ndii is talking about that also. Very well. So now IMF has been giving Kenyans loans. The promise by William Ruto during campaigns was that will be put to an end. Maybe what we understand by now, that statement, maybe is that maybe they didn't understand what the government, how the government operates. Maybe they didn't understand. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to rest my case there. But what do you think about this latest revelation by David Ndii? The regime talked about no loans, but look at it here. 631 billion spent in 3 months. That's a lot of money. So just go below the comment section and offer your reaction. So perhaps if you watch this video and do not subscribe, take 1 second and subscribe. Give this video a like and don't forget to hit the notification bell. So until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.